We have the RecTeq B380 Bullseye pellet grill. The packaging on this Bullseye is really good. Most of the parts are right in the hopper. And to put it together took the boys under 30 minutes, so it's a really simple assembly. Like all RecTeqs, the build quality on the Bullseye is pretty dang good. And the chamber itself is made out of 304 stainless steel. The overall footprint on this RecTeq Bullseye is pretty small. We're 40 inches wide, 36 inches tall, and because of the front handle, we're 28 inches deep. We have a 15-pound hopper, so I would never plan to do an overnight cook with this pit unless I plan to get up every 3 hours and check and make sure that I have pellets in that hopper. I really like that it has this little latch to keep this lid down tight. The one downfall about the hopper, it does not have a pellet dump. The Bullseye does have one probe port and they send you one probe. The RecTeq Bullseye does have a PID controller. But because of the direct design on this pit, it does require a little bit more attention. You really don't want to walk away from this pit for very long. The temperature range is 200 to 525 degree increments. But after that, they have what they call the riot mode. And this pit will actually get up to 750 degrees. The Bullseye has 380 square inches of cooking space. And it has a 22-inch porcelain-coated cooking grate. The hinge for the lid, it's built okay, but here's a pro tip. Make sure you add that lid spacer because that actually helps your lid sit nice and flat. On the back of the lid, you'll see some vents, and obviously that's where the smoke exits on this pit. You have a small little shelf on the bottom of the Bullseye where you can store some of your cooking accessories. Two of the legs, they do have the wagon style wheels, but the other two, they're just pegs. If you're gonna take it for a long journey, it's probably best to just walk along the side of it. The one thing that I wish RecTeq would change on these wagon wheels is those press-on self-locking nuts. Everything that I cooked on the RecTeq B380 Bullseye has been really good. It has a really good smoky flavor. Obviously, it is a pellet grill, so I had to smoke up some no-wrap St. Louis ribs. Not only was I very satisfied with the color that this pit developed, it also had a fantastic smoky and juicy flavor. I did a couple different pork butt cooks on this pit because of user error. I didn't notice in the manual that if you're going to do a low and slow cook, they suggest that you put a little drip pan on top of the heat deflector. Now with that said, it didn't stand out in the manual either. So with the first pork butt, it got scorched. In the second one, I put a foil pan underneath it so I didn't have to worry about having another grease fire. The cook that I remember the most off the Bullseye was I smoked up some chicken wings. And they were probably the best chicken wings that I've had off a pellet grill in a very long time. Not only does this pellet grill smoke at the lower temperatures, it also smokes at the higher temperatures. So I've rated this pit a chicken wing machine. To clean up the Bullseye, it's really simple. All you have to do is take out the grate and the heat deflector and vacuum it up really good. The more that you cook on the Bullseye, the more this cooking chamber is going to develop a very dark patina. If you want to keep it looking like new, you're going to have to spend a lot of time polishing it up after every single cook. My overall opinion on the RecTeq B380 Bullseye pellet grill is very positive. Like I said earlier, this pit smokes. But don't worry, you don't have a dirty smoke flavor. So this pit is perfect for somebody that wants to start to learn how to cook barbecue, or for somebody that might want a second pit but they don't want to spend a lot of money.